Okay, dear friends, I'm back. Today I'd like to go on our series of Tryhackme, and the room would be blocked. To save time, I have already booted up the virtual machine, and then I'd like to use the attack box provided by Tryhackme as my penetration platform or machine. And as you can see on the right, I have already done the map scanning with options like scene scan, the version scan, the default script scan. Maybe I need to make the font to be a bit bigger so you can, you can see this screen clearer. Okay, so from the map scanning results, as you can see, there are several open ports. The first one is 22, which is running SSH surface, and also the actual version information. As we know, this version doesn't have any vulnerability. And the second one is 80, which is running HTTP surface, and also the actual version information. And from the map, we can know the target is running WordPress. And the next two open ports are used by a Samba surface. So what can we do now? You know, as I stated in the other videos, if the target has some surface running which are related to the file sharing, like FTP surface, like a Samba surface, such surface need to become our first objective or target to emulate. So the tool I'd like to use is SMB client. And the option is capital L, and the IP address of the target. Let's press enter and enter the password of Kali Linux, attack box to be exact, and the password is root. As you can see, besides the default shares, there is also another shell. The name is Billy SMB, and we can get to or access this share by use the same tool. The IP address Billy SMB. List the content, the three files. We can get down these files onto our attack box. Get T, get Alice, quit. So I think I'd like to check the first one because the name is check this PNG. We can use the exif tool to see whether there is some hidden message inside this picture, but nothing there. And then we can use the bin walk, and the option is E, check. It is decompressed, and we can navigate into this directory or extract directory, but nothing there. And then we need to check another image, which is Alice. We can use the stack seek, and Alice, password we got, and also extract this image to the file. We can cut this file So which saying you found yourself in rabbit hole. Yeah, which is fine. It's okay, my friend. So what can we do next? Maybe it's time to enumerate the web application. So we can open up our browser. And let's put the IP address of the target. Yeah, we got the response from the target, but it looks like the page is not loaded or rendered properly. Let's check the source code. As you can see, we need to put this host name into the host file, blog.thm. So we can go back to our terminal. Then we can edit host file. And let's go to the bottom, the IP address of the target. And the host name is blog. And write and quit. Now if we go back to the browser, let's refresh this page. So now it's loaded without any issue. And also you can check the source code and the robots, but we have already know that the site is running WordPress. So we can, of course, you can use the GoBuster to do the furthermore enumeration in case, or you will be worried about you miss some important directories or files. But I can tell you, we cannot find any useful directories or files by GoBuster besides or except WordPress, the default WordPress installations. So what can we do? We need to use the WordPress again to do the enumeration. And the option is E, and U and P. P stands for plugins, and U here means username. And we already know that the username and there are several users. I think there are two users, Bijou and Kiwil. And also we know the version of WordPress, which is 5.0. So we can use the search sprite utility to see whether there is vulnerability for this version. Yeah, it does have, like this one. And this one is Metasploit exploit. So I think, if Metasploit has a module which correspond to this vulnerability, this will be the preferred way to do the exploitation. So we can launch the Metasploit console. Okay, it's loaded. And then we can search crop and image, right? And then we can use the second exploit or second module, or rather we can use, and then we can paste in here, and then we can stay the payload at the default one. We can show options. Yeah, we need to set the local host to our attack box, which is and also I'd like to change the local port to 555. And then we can set the remote host to set the username. For example, I think we have already got the 2 usernames. But I can tell you we need to crack the passwords first, and then we can use this module. As you can see, we need to configure username and also password. So we can open up another tab. We can use the WordPress again. And of course, you can crack the password for 2 users. But I can tell you, you cannot crack the password for this user. We need to turn to the second one. To save time, I just do the cracking with WordPress for the user. Q. And I need to specify the word list to lock you. Let's hit enter. And then when the WordPress can extract or retrieve the password, then we can go back to the Metasploit console to configure the password option. We can go back to our Metasploit console. Yeah, username. I think username we have already know that, which is Quill, right? But also we need to set the password, and we need to wait for this process. Yeah, we have already got the password. Copy, paste in here. Let's run this module. Hopefully we can get the Metasploit session, and then we can elevate our privilege, right? Yeah, the authentication is successful, and now is uploading payload. The image uploaded. Including into theme. I think it's almost done. We just wait for this to be. Yeah, now it's sending stage. Because this is a staged payload. The Metasploiter session opened. Attempting to clean up files. Okay, and now we can spawn the shell session, and we can make it interactive by Python. PTY module. Which is fine. Then we need to do some local immersion, right? There is just only one user. We can navigate into the home directory of this user. And then we can list the content of this directory. We can cut the user flag here. You won't find what you're looking for here. So maybe there is the user flag is hidden somewhere. So how to locate this user flag? We just simply use the command find, and the name is user, and the type is file. Yeah, we got the user, but this is not what we want. But nothing there. Maybe we need to elevate our privilege, and then we can find this user flag again. So of course you can check the sudo, but nothing there. You can check yourself. And what we can do, the second way or second technique we must use is find. And the type is a file. Okay, here as you can see, there is one command or file caught my attention, checker. So we can run this command because this command has SUID bit. But it looks like the checker is checking whether the user is admin or not. And we can use the strings to check this command. Checker. Let's scroll up. As you can see, maybe this command run the get env, get invaluable. Also, another tool I'd like to demonstrate is ltrace. And the user bin checker. So from here you can know this command will run the get env and input admin. So if we can change the environmental variable with admin, then we can get the root privilege. So we can simply export admin to root 1, and then we can run this command. As you can see, we have already become the root user, and then we can navigate into the root directory. Now we can get the root flag here. So I think the first question we can answer. Let's answer the first question. Submit. And next is user flag. Just I did earlier. The user flag is not inside the normal directory, the normal user. So we can use the find command to locate or find this file. As you can see, the second one must be the answer, the correct answer. So we can cut this file by using the absolute path. Then we can copy the value of the user flag, and then we can copy from clipboard. Oh, not here. Should be here. And the location is media USB, right? Let's submit. So what CMS? I think this one is very easy one. Submit, and the version is 5.0. Let's submit. And another one, no need to answer. Okay, so we successfully completed this room of a block, and I hope you can enjoy my demonstration with this video. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.